Hello, creativity class. My sincere apologies for missing last week. I was feeling quite under the weather or a little bit sick. And this week I'm feeling much better and I'm happy to be back. Just quickly, this week we have the makeup video that you can see here on YouTube. And this week, Friday the 8th, we'll go over Unit 5. And Friday the 15th, we'll do midterm review. So again, we're going to do midterm review on Friday the 15th. All right, so let's jump into today's lesson. I will share the PowerPoint now, and let's get started. All right, creativity class. This is Unit 4 of the fall semester. This is a makeup class. Hopefully, and you can trust me when I say I don't think we'll do this ever again. So don't worry about that. We'll always be meeting live on Zoom. This week was the exception. I don't know exactly when we're going to meet face to face. Hopefully sooner than later. But my guess would be early November. But hopefully after the midterm, we can meet face to face and we can study together as a group. So this is week 5. Face-to-face classes are to be determined. We recently extended the level 4. Face-to-face format, again, we'll decide when that happens. Your midterms are going to be October 20th, which is a Wednesday in the evening of week 8. I'll schedule the times. I'll post them on eClass, but it'll probably be, I'll give you from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And you can choose any time between 6 and 9 that fits you best. There'll be 50 questions, and you'll have 50 minutes once you begin. Once you begin, you have 50 minutes, but you can choose any time between 6 and 9. All right, check eClass for details about upcoming classes. I'll post information there. And I haven't marked your attendance yet. I'm going to do that later today. So I'll fix your attendance for Friday, the class that we missed. And please let me know if you see any error in your attendance. All right, jumping into this week's class, we have 2 weekly expressions. The first weekly expression is blue in the face, blue in the face. And that means to be weakened or tired after trying many times. So for example, I was blue in the face after telling students to do the homework. They never seemed to listen. Okay, so blue in the face, you're tired after trying something many times. Or after I tried to run a 5K, I was blue in the face. Oh, I was almost dead. All right. Expression number 2, as cool as a cucumber, means you're very calm, relaxed, and nothing bothers you. You're never bothered by stress. Even during difficult situations, you remain calm and relaxed. So example would be, the students were cool as cucumbers as they took the midterm exam because they studied so hard. So again, that means relaxed, composed, and never stressed out. All right. Just a reminder, you can always Zoom with me for anytime office hours or group chats, especially after class. I know some students asked about that. If you want to stay after class and practice free talking for about 10-15 minutes, you're always welcome to. If after class doesn't work for you, then you can schedule an appointment and I'll be happy to do a Zoom call with you. So today we're on Unit 4 and we're talking about fashion trends, looking stylish. Today we're going to practice reading charts, interpret numbers, and talk about trends. Disagree with someone, talk about fashion trends in your own personal style, and give advice. So what I would like you to do is turn to page 50. On page 50, we have lifestyle trends. And the picture reads, there are over 7 billion people in the world. What do you think the most typical or common person looks like? So complete this sentence with information about yourself. How typical do you think you are? So just on part A, fill in your own information. So I am 39 years old, male, left-handed, I have a cell phone, and I have a bank account. All right, we're gonna watch a short video now. And after you watch the video, I would like you to do part B. Part B asks, you're going to watch a video about the most typical person in the world. Read sentences 1 through 3, try to guess the answer. Then watch and complete the sentences. So watch the video and complete sentences for part B, 1, 2, and 3. Try to do it on your own before you check with my answers. Here, I'll play the video. Hopefully the audio quality is not too bad. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Compared to previous videos, you didn't need to listen to the script, so you're able to read the typography and answer questions. So let's look at part B. Okay, so number 1, the most typical person is a 28-year-old Han's Chinese male. Number 2, the most typical person is right-handed, has a cell phone, but doesn't have a bank account. And by 2030, the world's most typical person will come from India. All right, so you can double check your answers here. Again, I will post this PowerPoint on Google Drive for you to check out. Next, I want to go over some key vocabulary, and we're on page 51. On page 51, I'd like you to look at the pie charts, trends in American student life. And we're going to talk about approximately, about, and around. So let's, for example, approximately means let's meet around 7, give or take a couple minutes. Approximately 7. Next, we have exact, precisely, nearly, almost, over, more than, under, less than, increase, rise, decrease, fall, drop. I think you know most of these vocabulary. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to do part B together. So part B, read the sentences below the pie charts. There should be 8 questions. Circle the correct word to complete each sentence. Compare your answers with your partners. So you don't have a partner this week. So what I would like you to do is press pause, boop, pause the video and answer questions 1 through 8. And then I'll go over the answers with you. Okay, number 1. Exactly 10% of Americans received a 4-year college degree. Number 2. Today, that number is nearly 35%. Number 3. The number today is more than 3 times as high. Number 4. The number of people with a college degree increased from 1970 to today. Number 5. In 1970, under 20% of college graduates moved back home to live with their parents. And number 6, today, more than half of college graduates are moving back home. Number 7, there are more than 5 times as many graduates moving home today. And number 8, the number of graduates moving back home rose from 1970 to today. So you can find all of these answers by looking at the pie charts. If you were confused or you found any wrong, feel free to send me a Kakao chat, or you can send me an email and I'll be happy to help you out. Okay, let's keep moving. Listening to infer. Infer means based on hearing the beginning and the end, you try to guess, or it's an educated guess. Read about Alex below. What do you think the term boomerang kid means? Alex is nearly 25 years old. He left home to go to college when he was 18 years old. He graduated from college over 3 years ago. About a year after graduation, he moved home to live with his parents. Alex is known as a boomerang kid. What does that mean? Boomerang kid. Probably someone that moves out of the house to find a job, start a family, and then moves back home. So they go out and come around like a boomerang. All right, moving on. Yep, a child that moves back home. We're going to skip this part. Now, listen for details. Listen and complete the paragraph. So I will play the audio CD1, track 24. What I would like you to do is write the missing words. All right, so please listen and write the words for part D. Listen for details. Complete the paragraph. This is CD1, track 24.
My mother told me not to give up, but it's not so easy. When my mom was young, she graduated from college and found a job pretty quickly. Now more people go to college and there's more competition for jobs. It's a lot harder.
All right, I'll play it one more time. Please write the answers down before you check with my answers.
My mother told me not to give up, but it's not so easy. When my mom was young, she graduated from college and found a job pretty quickly. Now more people go to college and there's more competition for jobs. It's a lot harder.
All right, let's check the answers together. but it's not so easy. My mom was young when she graduated college, found a job pretty quickly. Jobs, it's a lot harder. Okay, so if you had any of those wrong, you can always go back and practice listening. Again, this was CD1, track 24. Next, we are on page 53, speaking. And what we're going to do is listen to CD1, track 25. Listen to the conversation, then answer the questions with a partner. So you're not going to have a partner, but what I want you to do is listen and answer the questions in your book. Then we'll go over the answers together.
Dad, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. What's up?
Well, my friend Marta is going to see a concert tomorrow night, and she invited me to go.
Tomorrow night? But tomorrow's Tuesday. Sorry, Carla, but no.
Dad, you never let me do anything.
That's not true, Carla. You do lots of things. But the concert ends late, and you have school on Wednesday.
I know what you're saying, Dad, but it's just one night, and all of my friends are going.
Sorry, Carla, but the answer is still no.
Oh, Dad, you're so unfair.
Okay, so what are Carla and her dad fighting about? Carla going to a concert. And who do you agree with, Carla or her dad? Now that's completely up to you. So if we had breakout rooms today, this is what we were going to do, is we're going to practice disagreeing or strongly disagreeing. So there's two ways to do it. We can disagree and we can strongly disagree. We're very passionate about it. So if we want to soften the disagreement, we might say, I know what you're saying, but I just don't think it's the right time. I see what you mean, but yes, that may be true, but I'm not sure about that. If we strongly disagree, we're very certain in our emotions. I'm afraid I disagree. Sorry, but I disagree. That's just not true. I totally, completely disagree. All right, quick speaking tip. You can soften your disagreement by first saying that you understand the other person's point of view. I see what you mean, but I still don't think it's a good idea. Okay, we're going to move on. Grammar, and we're looking at trends, quantity expressions for specific nouns. So if you want additional practice, there's not much practice in the book this week. If you want extra practice, you can go to page 199, and I've included the answers in the PowerPoint so you can use them. And just a quick explanation about quantity expressions with specific nouns. We use these quantity expressions to talk about amounts with specific nouns. They can also be used with non-countables. Half of my homework is finished. The word of is optional after all. So if we use the word all, we don't have to use of. When it is followed by a determiner and a noun, all of my friends live at home, the determiner is a small word like the, that, or my. So those three words, the, that, or my. And again, you can go to 199 to check out practice. Quantity expressions for general nouns. General nouns we use all, most, a lot of, some. Use all, most, a lot of, some followed by a noun to make general statements about people or things everywhere. These expressions can be used with non-countables. Most water is clean. So that means generally speaking, not all, but most water is clean. So on page 199, I've included the practice and answers, so you can go over this grammar on your own. What I would like you to do is practice page 199. And if you're still having trouble, please send me a message. I can send you a YouTube video or I can send you a web page. with better, deeper explanations of the grammar. All right. So we're going to move on to part C. Read the information about 6 families from around the world. Then write all, most, a lot, some, a couple, or none in the blanks below. So what I would like you to do is read this chart and then answer questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you don't know the answer, take a break, go back, review the vocabulary on 199, and try again. So here's what I want you to do. Please press pause, boop, and do answers 1 through 8, and then I will go over the answers with you. So press pause, study the chart, and answer questions 1 through 8. Okay. You should be finished now, so I will go over the answers with you. Number 1, all. Number 2, a couple. 3, none. 4, most or a lot. Both would be acceptable answers. Some, all, a lot, or most. Most. So again, please double check your answers. If you had any wrong and you want to know why, just send me a message and I'll give you a quick explanation. All right, we're going to move on to lesson B, and we're talking about fashion trends. So you should now be on page 56 of your book, and you're not going to work with a partner, but look at the photos and read the question. Then match the words A through E below with the clothing items in the photos. We have ripped jeans, baggy shorts, pointy shoes, an oversized shirt, skinny fitted jeans. All right. So quickly, let's take a quick look at the word bank. We have describing your look or style. Casual means more relaxed. So today I'm working at home, so I'm dressed fairly casual. Formal or conservative would be more for a job interview, or maybe if I'm giving a lecture, I'll wear a suit. So that would be more formal. Dramatic, flashy is pretty colorful. Elegant, I think you're okay. Retro vintage is kind of throwback, old school, something maybe your parents wore or something you wore when you were in middle school. It's something that's older and that's come back in style. All right. So fashion flashback, let's check out the answers. We have ripped jeans, baggy shorts, jersey, and point. There we go. So this is the part of the lesson that we were going to do a breakout room. Oh, I was going to ask you about style and what's popular, what's not, but you're lucky this week. No breakout room, so we can just move on. Oops. So what I want to do is we're going to do part C on page 57, CD1, track 27. And I want you to listen for the speaker's opinion. How do they feel? Then listen again, circle the correct word and write one word in each blank. All right, I'll now play the audio.
Number 1.
Have you seen Lee's gauges?
Gauges?
Yeah, you know, the ear piercings.
Oh, yeah. No. How does he look?
Here's a photo. What do you think? I kind of like them.
Are you serious? I mean, something small might be okay, but these are too big.
Oh, come on. Don't be so conservative. I think it's kind of a cool look.
Number 2.
How's the new job?
Great. Here's a photo of me at the office.
Nice. But don't you have to wear a suit to work?
No, it's mostly business casual. So a shirt and even a nice pair of jeans are okay.
Jeans? Really?
Yeah, nothing ripped, of course.
You're lucky.
I am. In my last job, the dress code was pretty conservative. Things at my new job are a lot more comfortable.
Number 3. Is this a photo of your brother?
Yeah,
It looks like a picture from the early 70s.
I know. My brother's look is very retro. Colorful shirts, long hair.
I guess that style is in again.
It's a fun look.
Okay, let's go over the answers together. Number 1, dislikes ear piercings because they're too big. Number 2, the man likes the style. He says it's a cool look. Photo number 2, the man's office dress code is mostly business casual. Number 4, the man likes his office dress code. It's more comfortable than one at his last job. And photo 3, the girl says her brother's look is very retro. The girl likes the style because it's fun. All right, if you had any of those incorrect, please go back and review CD1 track 27. Okay, for the reading on page 58 and 59, I want you to do this on your own. So you're going to do page 58 and 59 on your own. And you can check the answers on the PowerPoint that I'll share on Google Drive. So please do page 58 and 59 on your own. It's not homework, but it's good practice. So please do the reading at home. Next, we're going to do grammar, giving advice with would, or could, should, ought to, and had better. All right, you can turn to page 200 for extra practice. Again, it's posted on Google Drive. So first, could. You could wear a dress to a party. You could wear a blue dress or a black one. We use could to make a suggestion or give advice. It is often used to offer 2 or more choices. So it's often used to suggest something, and often we're allowed choices. You should, ought to wear a formal suit to the interview. You shouldn't wear jeans, they're too casual. Again, this is should or ought to is used to give advice, but stronger than could. So this is a little bit more we want to emphasize. We want to push it. Okay, you'd better wear a coat. It's going to rain. You better not drive to the concert. It will be hard to park. Use had better or better not to give strong advice, something that you feel very strongly about. So we've already talked about this. You can do the practice on page 200 on your own, and you can check the answers here on the PowerPoint. All right, that brings us to the end of this week's lesson. Hopefully it wasn't too stressful. Your only homework this week is the essence of writing. Read Unit 2. So please read Unit 2. And when you read Unit 2, there's a couple things I want you to focus on. Let me open it up, sorry. I want you to focus on page 37, useful chat abbreviations. There will be plenty of these abbreviations on the midterm, so please study this chart on page 37. All right, everybody. Hopefully you had a good time today. It wasn't too long. Again, I apologize for missing class last week. It won't happen again, and I'm feeling much better. So a lot of you sent me messages. Thank you so much for your messages. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions about today's class, just send me an email or Kakao message, and I'll happily help you. Don't forget, we have class this Friday at our regular scheduled time. All right, thank you, everybody, and have a great week. All right, bye.